welcome to the graffiti jungle. Follow Palinga. Benvenuti nella giungla del graffiti. Questo è Impostore Rockstar. It's the fake Rockstar chat show. Pensieri Tangenziali. Well, we know the Tangential Thought chat show. We're taking a break on the podcast again. I think I did 3 bandanas and 3 shirts. I think that's what the whatchamacallit was. Originally, I decided to take the one other bandana. That was the shit. Let me see. Just write it down. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, 3 shirts. Decided to do 3 shirts. And then what kind of got me was, so another thing was the fact that it's the not now. It's always not now. That is just, man, I am legitimately just so ready just for like just straight consistency, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's always a little this, a little that, just patiently waiting. So, but I must say, I have nothing to complain about. I have stuff to look forward to, but it was just switching up dates and whatchamacallit. I'll write that down too. I'll write that down too. Mixed up the dates. Miscalculated. So, it's still coming forward, just different stuff. So that's what made me just decide, like, all right, instead of like I used to be in a certain position, just like, all right, just try to stretch certain stuff out and make certain stuff last. But I was like, nah, forget it. I'm just going like, just hurry up and let's hurry up and just get to this point, like, you know what I'm saying? Not even like tired of just waiting for this nice little part. Like, instead of delaying this from happening, let's just hurry, make this happen a little faster. So, did the 3 shirts. But again, nothing was like super whatchamacallit. Nothing was like pressing. Or super exciting. So it was just like go in there and just do, and then that also gives you time to like fill out some other stuff. So those were all like minimalistic. I think 50. Yeah, I think it was like just boom, 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 just put those there. And then I decided to revisit the bandana. Now, with the bandana, it was The first one, the reason I had went for the first one was because it would give me something that well, I say that I would like to keep it with me and on me, but I probably won't if I just want to actually safeguard it a little bit. The other joint with Zara, the thing about Zara, the bandana that I have, it's like it's basically like one of my favorite bandanas, right? The one I got from Zara, I went to look for it. It was actually a limited edition, and I couldn't even find it. So I was like, wow. So that just make this is like it's one of those things where it's like if you got a storage unit, they'll ask you like how much is your stuff value for, but like it's some of this stuff is just like, yeah, you're not gonna find this again. Like you're just not gonna be able to find it, or it's just not gonna be that easy to replace. So it's just like, don't even want to just go down that path. Like, it's just like I have certain stuff that's like just really like potentially just rare or exclusive. So, but the first time I went to do a bandana was because what was it? Oh, thinking a hoodie, but I was like, the hoodie's gonna be expensive. Then I couldn't figure out with the shirt. I knew I wanted to be on the sand color way because I already had two of my vintage black ones, but I couldn't. For me, the designs that I had, it was for me to do the designs that I have. I didn't want to minimize them for that, right? So I was like, well, what would allow me? Well, a space that I wouldn't mind doing that for was the bandana. So I go to do the bandana, and then like one of the little so I'm looking at some of the other stuff, and I'm like, especially with it being a bandana, you got to think about, you know, uh, it's like this accessory piece, so it needs to like complement, or like you gotta really focus then on the colors of it, even if it's not the exact design. Depending on how you wear the bandana, the exact design is not really what's gonna be shown. So it's just like those colors you gotta complement. It just gotta kind of go with the outfit. It has to be like this a little accessory piece, right? So that's one thing I'm sitting here thinking about, I legitimately looked, and I'm sitting here like, all right, I'm seeing how they designed theirs, and so I'm like, all right, boom. So then I already had like a certain thing in my head. Tell me why I'm sitting down there today, and it's like just one click. Like I didn't under like it was certain stuff of just like, all right, I'm just doing this and this and that third. But then it's like one click. I'm like, because if you hear me talk, like I had a complaint. It wasn't like a complaint, but I'm like, oh well, it's this, and I'm like, I was sitting there talking about it, but I was like, yeah, I'm like, but dude, like, so one of the like, and it's gonna be like I think I changed it. I for sure think I just changed it. And I just went back and cleaned the other ones up as well. So this is where it's like, it's one of those like aesthetic type of things. Didn't know, now I know, fixed it. But I was like, I look, because I had to update the black one. The white one I was able to keep. I had two already. But those said graffiti jungle. So it was like a matter of doing one that says Project Extinction. And so I already had one idea in my head, but it was a good thing that I figured it out before I went down and did these other ones. So the one that I already had in my head, I was sitting there thinking of, okay, if if I tie it right here, it'll show, and then if I tie it up here, it'll show. And so I did a couple little extra at this point. I took the Latin phrase, and I took the you'll be a memory before you ever be a problem. I took that, and then even just like whatchamacallit, bro. Now, because there's certain stuff I'm like, I don't know if I can do this, and then I forgot how to do it afterwards and later. So it was like this design session, it still went smoothly. But it was that type of John. So would I update that again? I'm not sure. Because then it was like one part of it is I don't want it to, like, I want it to be seen and shown, but again, depending on how you wear it, it may not be shown. And then I just didn't want to overpower the other design. So It was that. That's how I did the other one. I called that one V-Day. And I was like, bro, this John too fire, bro. This too fire, bro. I'm in my bag and I'm a little mad type John. So I was like, these, the what you call it was like, I'm in my bag and I'm kind of mad. And it's like, I'm really doing, it's nice. It's John decent. So it was that. That was the V-Day one. And then I had to come back and I still had to do one. I went to do Project Extinction. And then I just kind of like put them in the corners and went from there. So again, I played with that one a little bit, but it was just like it's the aesthetic piece, and then I'm going to get one of those or both of those next. Like that would be like one of my next goals type of thing. I'm gonna order some more bandanas, bro. Those joints are fire. Those joints are fire. And then even I decided to do the other one to take it to that context, and I think that was the one, that first one that I did. Let me write that down. Let me write these down. So it was the 3 shirts. I didn't even care about them, and the bandanas were way fire. So we ended up doing. It was that first, and this is what I figured out. It was that. Then I came back. And then the last one was just Project Extinction logo and whatnot. Because I was looking at the other ones and I was studying them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to put the little whatchamacallit. This one, it was Latin. That, and then it wasn't like an accident that I clicked on that one, John, bro. Young Jones was tough. And it was really looking good, man. And then, so yeah, it was go back, update the other designs. Well, I only did one of the other ones, the black one, because I just wanted that one to be all black. The OG black. Those are the types of things, man. Those are the types of things, man. It was a good session. It was a good session. I did everything that I wanted to do, and I did everything I wanted to do. And other than that, it was did everything I wanted to do, update the whatchamacallit. I may make a new collection, and I may call the next collection like personal favorites, like my personal favorite pieces. Not pieces. My personal favorite pieces. I may make another collection and just say these are my personal favorites. But you can almost kind of tell my personal favorites based off the price. Like either meant something to me, really clean aesthetic, really clean design. So I'm excited. Well, not excited. It's basically, I just kind of got to a point, which is what I'm about to do now too. Probably might get some egg rolls. Might get some egg rolls. I just got to a point. I was just like, man, forget it. So I think I've done that before. I think I've done that before, where it was just like, I'm just gonna like hurry up and get to that point. So I mean, it's a couple things too. Noticing and looking at, um, like, and then is where it's the parts of. Let me even look at some stuff. Bro, I'm really not writing well today. Right now, I'm not. But I feel like I kind of knew that. I'm not sure. But yeah. Oh, I didn't even write about that. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. So this is a couple other things. Like I don't like walking around with my iPad and what's the other one? The Switch. Like there are pluses and pros and cons to it. Like no, well, the only con is the fact that I'm carrying it around the entire time. And if I put it back in storage, it's a matter of like, oh man, I gotta go way over there just to get it. And so it was nice. Again, I think, and that was just one of the one things. It was like I think the past 3 weeks, was it past three? This one. Was it the past 3 or past 2? Yeah, I think all this week. Because it's the 18th. Yeah, so this week, I think last week and the week before. And it was just really nice to just do certain things and get back to a certain space, like having the iPad. But it's like, you know, we're moving around with it. It allows me to do. One of the things that used to frustrate me was I would have to watch Shampoo first and then come back up here and do a live and do like a recap and reaction. But it was cool. It felt good to just be able to watch it live, because that's just like, for me, that's like more efficient. I'm able to, while I'm watching it, react to it, comment, and this and the third. That should make sense, right? Because it was either that saves me at least 30 minutes or so. You see what I'm saying? Rather than me sitting there spending 30 minutes to watch it and then whatchamacallit, then react to it, I could just watch it live, react to it. So that's like, and then being able to play my mix. I wasn't able to play my mix for a while. I was able to play the mix while I'm sitting there chilling. And so listen to my mix. Those are the only, and like, or it just gave me background music or sound. Those are the pluses in having it. That was the pluses in having it. And then the other one was with the Switch, it allows me to have some different play times in there. Like, and just sit there and be able to play. So it just helped me feel some time pass some time. So, but again, it's carrying both of those, either of those. I need to check to see if whatchamacallit, we still had, and that's what I say, but outside of that, it was just, my bummer is the fact that it's a delay, and I was like, so I was like, man, we just gonna, whatchamacallit, man, it was just, if I'm going to get to this space, like either headspace or this whatever. It was like I think the part was I just came out of this headspace. You know what I'm saying? I think that was my biggest thing. I just came out of this headspace, and so that's why these past 3 weeks were so fun, or it was exciting for me. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? So now I was just like, if this is it's about to come down to like, the highs and the lows, and again, bro, you just want to ride you know, but if it's about to just, again, I was like, all right, man, just forget it. I'm gonna just have it come down to a certain level sooner. So it's different things. The other things that I wanted to do with my iPad, it was like I would have had to take the time to find my Apple Pen. Not really, but it would have been nicer. I don't have to, but it's like nothing really came to. It wasn't. Now that I have my iPad, it wasn't then. Oh, I want to do this and do this and do this, except for the live stream thing. I could do it live. That was like nice. That was cool. Like the background music. How important is that? But if I'm not gonna be working on a whatchamacallit for the next few weeks, that was also another thing. So it's all of that. So what? And the Switch was just fun sometimes. So it's the other part is, to just keep them with me. Just keep them with me. It doesn't have to go. It can just go. And that's the only thing. Well, we got some news. We may be doing an unboxing today.